The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The Niners had 8-3 now, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Lance. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, here's Tua. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Tua going to throw. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
17. Watch out now. 52.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. It's a receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
97.
On play action, Lance. They'll roll him out right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some.
Striker, 3-3.
Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
52 blasters. Ready?
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
52. Right.
Here's Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Now they send a man in motion right. Lance and company going on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. and they turn it over. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand.
On the double.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From his own end zone, Tagovailoa, 3rd and long. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. McLeod to return it. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Lance now to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Dolphins take over first down at their own 31-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because
he's got a man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
absolutely, they reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing his Lance on third down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Here's Tua. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
Guys, it feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
97. Ready?
Lance now on first down. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Down inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. First and goal at the 1.
Throw, 52.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
Ready.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Strike 60. Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a third and goal.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Come on,
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
and cycle.
Lance looks to throw again. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action, now it's Tua. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. 4th down, 4th quarter, here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's Lance. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Set, ready.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Red cycle.
Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On the double.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black ultra.
Here's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no touchdown.
Mike Gesicki, 28 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.